your company have a lot of millennials, you have to have a lot of millennials because there's no other option. Because now if you're running a company in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2025, you have to have a lot of big amount of workforce, particularly your manager and up to manager levels, a lot of millennials here. And if you have seen the report, is about according to the Forbes, they have reported 49% of the millennials say that they want to change the job in next 2 years of time. And not only that, there's another important thing is this one is among all of this 49% also say that in last 1 year period of time, 25% of them also change their job too. So such a kind of a big thing, right? So let's go through today in the video. I'm going to dissect what are the key findings, why the millennials are willing to change the job. I'm not going to be very vague. I'm going to give you some gross information, but I want to give you some really statistical information which came out from the Forbes. And also I'm going to give you advice how you can manage a lot of people. Because myself, I am managing a lot of millennials in my nonprofit organization and also as a CIO career as well too. So I'm going to put all this together to share with you so you will learn how you can manage your millennial teams. You want that right? So let's get started.
After working like last 15 years in IT field, this is what I realized. What is IT? Yeah. Sure. Make it happen. Thank you. So let's give a big hand to these student leaders to bring the training to you. Why don't you give them a big hand here?
So number one, the top ambition. So this is where you need to understand about how the millennials used to be set up their own ambition compared to the previous one, like baby boomers, what kind of ambition they had. So what kind of the baby boomers was looking for really security, stability, security, stable family. So that was kind of more into that one, baby boomers. But now when it comes to millennials, this is where our millennials are looking for. So according to Forbes, there was a survey they have done very nicely, and this is what the outcome of the survey. 47% of the millennials list travel as their top ambition. You can understand that how much they really care about going around the world, going different countries, because they felt like they have born to the world, they have seen the mobile devices, everything is everywhere. So they like to go around and explore the places too, and rather than just only stuck on the small cities or small town. So they like to go out more. They're much more going around exploring the world. So that's why 57% say that this is the top ambition. Followed by the being of wealthy. So that means they like to be wealthy. So 52% say that for them, the wealthy is the second most important thing. So 52% say that it's the second too. And then buying a home is 49%. So they really care about buying their own house or is one of the key priority compared to what their parents was quite different in baby boomers. But now millennials saying that 49% they want to have their own home. So that means they want to do sharing with other people. They want to have their own space, and it's such an important thing. So they want to have the privacy because they care about their privacy and so on. Not only that, making a positive impact on the society is 46%. So making the world a better place, create something for helping other people, 49% say that this is one of the top priority. And then the last one is about starting a family, say 39%. It's the bottom 5 of the ambition. Probably if you look at the statistics of the baby boomers, you will see having a family is one or two of the aspects, but this is the one came on to number 5 here. But when you see this one, there are a few things I would like to advise. If your company has a lot of baby boomers, from this statistics, it clearly shows that they care about building their own home. So if you can establish some kind of scheme program where you can have your own home from working in your company, could be really, really inspiring for them to be part of it. So this is one of the things. The second thing is about you can establish some kind of incubator because they care about wealthy. So one of the things you could do is about you can create some kind of in-house incubator inside your company and bring the people to bring the idea, and you invest on those ideas, and you could do a co-branded or co-sharing, co-founding opportunities for them to build a business inside of your company, and that could be a great win for you. And at the same time, it could be a great win for the millennials who want to care about wealth as well too. And one more thing is about the lot of caring about travel. You can have some international trips once and twice to your teams to bring it out of the company and send it to different countries and let them explore the places too. That could be one of the great way to keep them very excited to be with your team as well too, and address this top ambitions thing. So here's the point. Like you may say that, John, I don't have enough money to send all of them. You can have some kind of the top performers, you can send them overseas study, and that is one of the great way to inspire them. If you see that one, a lot of international big company who are really successful, they already figured it out, and they've been doing it for years already. If you look at Pfizer, or if you look into Roche, they are doing their top performer, they always send them overseas and even send them to different cities for international trips. Sometimes even they do a local national level conference. They move to some other cities, set up for stay in a 5-star hotel for a few days and let them be experienced that life, and also do some meetings, and they come back with some key takeaways. So that could be a great thing as well. So for myself, I also love that idea is about bringing the team to another places, doing some great time together, and also doing some brainstorming session, bringing some great idea to put things together, and we can come back with a very fresh idea too. So this is the thing I have done in my last year when I was running as a group IT director for a medical corporation. I was bringing my almost 120 people who was in my division, in my IT, in the group IT divisions. I bring them to a new cities, spend there for 2 days, 2 days of workshops and 2 days of it's a nice, beautiful beach over there. It's a beach team building activities, dinner, going out, networking was been amazing, and they've been really inspired by that. So this is the thing. If you do this one, it can really help you to give the top ambitions of the millennials, and they will be working with you and stay a longer period of time. Number 2, the lack of management is one of the key things about your company. Has a lot of, if you have a lot of old managers who are like more 40 plus, they will have a different way of managing people, and there will be different way of looking at the people. Like an example, one of the key things, if you are an old out of date manager in the table and they have been speaking, and if somebody actually looking at the phone, and they will be immediately get upset, why you're looking at the phone, but actually probably that person is actually taking notes in the phone, because when taking notes in the phone, he can actually sync it out on his phone and also in his computer, so he can access it anywhere. You're not going to lose it anywhere, because when you're taking notes in a notebook, which just looks great and looks very professional, but this cannot be, it's not easily reportable. You have to be always carry it about. It doesn't have to be, you cannot access it from anywhere. You have to physically carry it. So this is one of the key things. So train your management team how to manage the millennials, how to use technologies, and how to work with the millennials too. And it starts with inclusions. So the manager teams really need to learn how to include them to the team buildings, work projects, and also idea generation, or brain boosting session, and so on. They need to be well connected to the team, and that comes with your leadership team. So that means you need to work with the manager and train them. One of the great ways about, you could bring up different kind of trainer and consultant to do different kind of workshops for them. You can organize different kind of online program for them, so they can actually get trained. If you need on this one more advice or get resource from me about this one, go ahead and comment below. I'd love to share you a lot of resources which you can use to train your teams about how to manage the millennials and different kind of different attitudes of the people. This is the Success Booster card time. So question of the day: what is your key takeaway of this video so far? Go ahead and comment below the answer. We'll love to see what is the key takeaway. Science said that when you take up a key takeaway and note it down somewhere, you had a 35% chance to be actually doing it in your life to make it value out of it, which is amazing, right? But hang on, 35% is not enough. You need more, and this is the way I'm going to tell you how you can really make it happen. When you make a set of action, a plan that goes to from 35 to 91%, you can really make it happen in your life. So here we go. So from the key takeaway, what is the key action plan you're going to take, which is you learn from the video to your life, make a plan and commit it in publicly and commit into it. And that's what's going to make sure that you got 91% read that is going to really happen to you. Will be able to make it happen and successfully achieve your goal. And here's the last possible hack. When you announce something, a plan publicly, your 91% goes to 94% to really make it happen in the real life. So go ahead and comment below your plan in the video sections. We'd love to see your plan, and we are 100% reply every comments in our channel. So we're going to see your plan. We're going to comment it, we're going to give you a feedback, and we're going to consult you to help you to make your plan to a reality. And that can go to up to 100% reality happens to your life. And that's how you get your action, key takeaway to action plan to success to your life. And you know what? We're also sitting down here to help you and celebrate your success with you. So what are you waiting for? Let's go back to the video, finish it, and we're looking forward to see your action plan. And let's make it happen to your life, because you can do that, right? All the best. Don't forget to make your plan, okay? Don't forget to make your plan. See you soon. Number 3, the lack of trust. The way the millennial trusting the present society compared to the baby boomers trusted the society is a completely quite different way too. So that's the way I would like to give you more statistics about this one, which also came from the Probis research as well too. So only 22% believe that socio-political climates in the country will improve in the country in coming year. Only 22%. So that means 78% think that the climate of the country will keep going worse and worse. So that means they are much more not really excited about it, about the futures, about particularly their health. So probably they're also considering relocations. They're looking for a great weather. They're looking, that means they also care about a good environment too as well. So if you have a office which is in downtown, if you could have an opportunity to let your millennials to work somewhere in a fresh or new town area where the air quality will be better, could be a great place for them, because they will be excited because you are helping them to do this one. Or you set up your new office into the fresh air could be a good way for them to stay around the place. But however, here's a more important thing. Don't be very far from the center, because that will be a big problem, because many of the people will not want to work in a really far office as well too, because it's consumed their a lot of time in the traffic. Let's move. Approximately 73% believe that political leaders don't have a positive impact of the world, when 2/3 says that same of the faith leaders. So that means that all the millennials are not trusting the political leaders. They had a negative impact about the political leaders. So that comes to their leaderships, the way they look at the leader in the company. So that means you really leader need to be a leader, not just a manager. And this is going to be a really crucial part for positioning themselves as a leader who comes, care, implement, share, guide, execute, rather than somebody just top-down process. Could be government political leaders, could be quite dangerous for them, because they will feel like, oh, no, this is not for me. I want to get out of this one. And that's something you're going to lose your talented millennials from your team. Number 4, the lack of cultures. The way the cultures is moving in the company, most of the company doesn't have that openness in the culture. The idea cannot be floated around. It's boss always right. Junior cannot speak it out. Boss always has the best idea. Even it sounds so basic right now, but unfortunately, like almost 70 to 80% companies in South Asia, even Europe and America has that attitude. Because if you look at the psychology of human, even US, it's a very male-dominant country, which is kind of proud to being a man. It's a man-dominant country. But however, when it's a man-dominant country, it comes with certain things to be focused about. The way the managing the people, about the top-down process, the leadership process, need to be well coached to the people. Otherwise, it's not going to be the same when it comes to South Asia. The South Asians are like to also has as a way of insecurity inside of them to distinguish or differentiate themselves inside the team, and that's why the struggle could come as well about the top-down process. So leaders have to be an expert and properly skilled with their management skill, leadership skill, and they need to be included too. So you need to work with your company culture center and improve your company culture. There's a lot of work to be done. So one of the key things I would strongly suggest about work on your employee experience strategies and get your HR VP and Chief HR Officer or HR Director, whoever you have, pull them all together and build an employee experience strategy and really execute it. And that's something really crucial, because if you don't do that, more or less, you will never have a culture. You were talking a lot, but you don't have the culture. If you want to know more about how to build a culture, go ahead and check the channel. I already built up different tips about how you can boost your company cultures and employee experience building. You can find it out. Besides that, you can also check it out VSHR Pro Academy channel as well too. There was a lot of expert sharing about how to build employee experience as well too. But however, if you need any particular tips about this one, go ahead and comment below. I'd love to give you an advice. If you're facing any particular problem, go ahead and comment too. I'm always here to help you out. Number 5, the lack of technology. This is something really crucial, but It's such an important point to understand this one. So all the millennials come to the wall. The first thing they see is smartphone. They see Facebook, all those things. They've been using it for years. So they are way more tech savvy and tech organized. Technology is normal for them. So when they come to the company, and if a company doesn't have enough technology, they feel like, oh, it's not exciting. I'm not going to learn much here. And that your manager also has a different perspective. So it's kind of like a shut down the door in their face and tell them that, hey, you are not going to fit here. So that is one of the big mistakes that about the technologies in your company. It's not about only implementing great technology will definitely have a big ROI. You have a scale of the business. You have a huge opportunities to capture into your business to be successful. And at the same time, technology also has a side effect. It can excite it to your millennials to work with you because you have company has a cool technologies about, and they can learn a lot of things. They can play with a lot of exciting things too, and they feel great about those things too. So if your company has the CIO, group IT directors, or IT director or IT manager, bring them on board and tell them that bring technology to boost the employee experience, do the proper change management. That could be really helpful. So here we go. So 49% millennials are quitting. If you have a workforce, probably 40 to 70% workforce, you have already millennials. So these are the 5 challenges you have, and I already gave you the 5 tips which you can tackle this one too. If you're facing any particular problem or any questions you want to ask me, or you want me to advise in your particular problem you're facing, go ahead and comment in the video in the down below. I'd love to give an advice too. Like I mentioned that in our channel, we provide 100% answer to every questions and every request too. So if you put a question or request and suggestions, definitely we're going to answer myself or my team. We're going to help you out. So here we go. You are running a company, running a team, or you are a manager or you're a director. You have a lot of millennials, and you need to keep the top talents, millennial talents, to your team, because that's the only way you can fill up your team, because they are this new generation. So there's my challenge. I give it to you, and the tips I give it to you. Go ahead and use it and become successful. All the best.